Welcome back to Ambere's channel. Before even I begin this video, I just want to say a big thank you for the love I received on my previous video. I received so much love. I was so overwhelmed and so excited. I felt it deep down in my heart. I got 500 plus views, so many likes. I got comments with good feedback. I was excited. I really appreciate, and I went up to 105 subscribers. I am so excited, so grateful, so thankful. Thank you for the love. And on that note, I'd like it if you'd like, share my video with someone who could learn one or two things from my videos. Comment. I love to hear the feedback. I really love to hear the feedback. And subscribe if you haven't. And even press that notification bell so whenever I have a new video dropping, you're notified, because sometimes I post on Wednesdays, Saturdays. It just depends on when I have the time to do a video. Okay, so for today's video, I have a lot of content, but usually I just flow with the timings, with the season, with where my mindset is at the moment on what I'm going to talk about. And there were quite a number of things I've wanted to talk about that I'm still putting on the back burner for now until I've kind of figured out what exactly I want to talk about. So now, for today's video, I want to talk to the men. I'm usually talking to the women, but today I want to talk to the men. If you watch a lot of podcasts being that short, like TikTok videos or Instagram, YouTube shorts, where men nowadays are talking about how they're no good women these days, there's a tad bit of truth. Okay, there's quite a bit of truth in it. Things have evolved, things have changed, and women were played for a very long time. Many games were played on women and they used to just take it. And now they decided to stand strong and have kind of gone overboard. And so, yeah, it's nowadays finding a woman with the right intentions for a relationship is pretty hard. We all know this about men for a long time, so I'm not even going to just focus on the men on that area. But yeah, so that's why many men now want to complain about it. And I say, yeah, I'm not looking down on women who've been taken advantage of. I'm not looking down on women who've been abused. And there's just this new generation that just doesn't care. I'm just like, being a good woman doesn't cost you much. Okay, it does cost you much, but anyway, let me just talk to the men, please. So, when men say this, I've been wondering and I've been thinking about it, because it's becoming rampant all over the world. And I was thinking about it and I said, if men actually did inspection deep inside their heart, their soul, and spoke the truth, they would say, many, not all, there's some really good kings out there. Many would say they actually don't want a good woman. And by the way, they won't even know that they don't want a good woman, but their actions and words say they don't want a good woman. Because let me give a definition of what a good woman is. A good woman is a woman who has personal boundaries. She has boundaries in her life that she will not allow any man to cross. She does not, even though doesn't matter how much she has feelings for this guy. She doesn't matter how much she likes this guy. There are personal boundaries a good woman has that she does not allow any man to cross. Does not matter who you are. And she is willing to let go. And by letting go does not mean she's not in pain. Does not mean she's not hurt. Does that not mean she doesn't go in her room and cry sometimes herself to sleep? It doesn't mean sometimes she goes on her knees crying in prayer to God if she's a Christian believer because of the pain she's going through. But she will not Her personal boundaries will not allow any man to just come through. Why? Because this woman has taken so much time of self-love. Not this, literally self-love. By self-love, I mean she does not take opinions of others. She's not moved by what the crowd is doing. She has matured from previous pain, previous abuse that she's gone through, previous esteem issues she's gone through. She's matured. She's learned to apologize when she's wrong. She's learned to apologize when her emotions took over and she messed up. She's learned a lot. She's learned to control her emotions. Do you know how rare, extremely rare, it is for a woman to control her emotions? A woman who is burning on the inside, she wants to erupt and give you a piece of her mind because you have touched her the wrong way. But she calms herself on the inside. Do you know how rare that is? If you don't know, I'm telling you now. It's extremely, extremely rare. That's a good woman. She puts aside her emotions because she knows the distraction her emotions can do. Let me tell you, when a woman is on her periods, when it's the monthly cycle, that's when the emotions are high. If you see memes, and short videos of women making jokes when there are different personas that attach to you when you're on your periods, and how she's ready to just attack everyone around her when she's on her periods. Ain't no lie. That's the truth. I don't get it. But it's true. My goodness, the emotions are on high. So usually when I'm on that cycle, I usually tell people around me, this particular month, I can feel like my emotions are a bit touchy, and I feel like I can spark. I usually do that to be like an accountability with the person I'm around. And they're like, yeah, you just hold yourself, control yourself. So I deal with it. And if I can't be around people at that particular point, because I know if I'm around too long, I'm going to say something or do something I regret, I just chill by myself for some time until I'm cool. To find a woman who can control her emotions is rare. Because let me tell you, the joy of just letting her emotions go, especially during those times, it's exciting. It does some excitement to our flesh. So I'm telling you to find a woman who can control her emotions, even though she's not on the cycle, just in general. It's so rare. So that's a woman who has really worked hard on herself, and she's totally denied herself earthly pleasures. So she won't allow you to cross boundaries. But many men want a woman who, when you want to control her, you want to be able to use her when you want. You want to be able to talk anyhow around her. And she's like, excuse me, sir, you cannot talk to me like that. I do not accept such language. I do not agree with such language around me. I do not curse. I am abstaining. I am celibate. I am a virgin. I am sexually pure. You say you want a woman who doesn't have a high body count. You don't want a woman who is promiscuous. You want a woman who is keeping herself. These are the things you'll say in public, and when you have a forum or you have a podcast, or in your status, you say these are the things you want. But when this good woman actually comes across your path and you like her, she's beautiful, you guys are vibing, the flow is nice, you guys go on dates and you have a good time. But when she tells you she's abstinent, she's celibate, she's giving you the 6-month, 9-month, 1-year rule, whatever it is, you guys are quick to disappear. You cannot handle me just anyhow. You all don't want a woman who will talk like that. And by the time she's telling you this, she's not being rude. She's telling you even sometimes with a smile on her face. She's being so, even though she's talking in such a soft voice, she's ensuring those around you cannot hear. You cannot hear what she's telling you. That's if you're in public. She'll be so nice about it, but she'll be firm and tell you, I'm not crossing this. I have an imaginary boundary fence around me, and I won't allow you to just cross it. I'm not just any woman. I am not the women you have used to being with. You will not handle me just anyhow. I like you. I respect you. I would love to get to know you. But if you want to know me, if you want to get into my personal space, this is who I am. This is who I am. I have grown myself to be this person. But you want you as the man, you want the woman who says, oh my gosh, you're so handsome, I'm gonna give you what you want. And genuinely good women don't care about your money. Genuinely good women don't care about your money. Is it good to have a man with money? I ain't gonna lie, it is, because at least your life is gonna be good. But let me tell you, that's not the main focus. Some of us are willing to build with that man. Some of us are willing to build with that man. If you find a man, if a good woman finds a man with a vision and you can see he's actually going somewhere with it, we are willing to build. So if you come with the thing of, hey, 6'7", I have a Mercedes Benz, I live in a gated community, I'm rich, I have this, my sex game is good, I can please you. You've lost her. You've lost that good woman. And I'm talking about a genuinely good woman. You've lost her. Because she's like, me came for this date, for us to get to know each other. I wanted to know about your childhood. I wanted you to ask me about my childhood. I wanted you to ask me questions that can see, do our lives, am I coming in your life to make a difference? Are we compatible? It's such a disappointment. So I've just been thinking, sometimes men without knowing, you guys actually, and I'm not talking about all men, but many of you men don't want good women. You want the other kind of woman, the one who is easy. The one who is easy. Because many of you, many men are not willing to wait. Many men are not willing to be sexually pure. Many men are not willing to not have complete and utter control in a manipulative and using way of a woman. So when you get the good woman who knows herself, is so confident in herself, is so secure in herself, not easily offended, generally knows who she is and knows that she's a queen, she knows that she's royalty, she knows. Because many women and also many men don't know who they are. So when you find someone who actually knows who they are, it scares you. Because you don't want to let go of what you're used to. So before you go bashing, saying there are no good women out there, because I know very, very many good women, just find out, just get to have like a therapy session with yourself as a man and ask, do you want a good woman? Do you really want a good woman? And if you find out you don't want a good woman, then don't bash the good women. And it's getting tough out here. So please ask yourself, do you want a good woman or not? If you don't want a good woman, stop going on podcasts, stop going on your status, stop going on your social media, stop going on your YouTube channel saying there are no longer any good women out here. My brother, they are good women. And we just want to be noticed.